This is Nick from Microsoft Product Reviews, and I'm really excited today because I picked up my brand new Surface Pro 3 from the Microsoft store. So let's open up this nice looking box and see what's inside. Here we go. I'm really excited to open up my brand new Surface Pro 3. This box looks very nice. Actually, they changed the color compared to last year. Well, compared to the Surface Pro 2 box. Sorry, Surface 2 box. And the previous box, actually they look pretty much identical. It's just that this one's black. And the Surface Pro 3 is silvery. So, Microsoft always made nice packaging for their Surface products, but looks like they just changed the color now. Still looks nice. Alright, so let's open it up. Alright, I'm gonna just take this little piece of tape off here. I'm excited, so I don't want to rip it. And here we go. Wow, look at this. It's a beauty, but it's still packaged. And I will move it aside, leave it over. First, let's take a look inside and see what else is in the box. Okay, great. We got a little battery here, and that's for the pen. And let's see over here, a little instructions manual. Microsoft put a nice little, what is this here? Just a little ribbon. All right, let's remove this. Well, we're not going to look through it, but anyways, let's just, yeah, just your basic instructions on how to use the pen and whatever. I'm sure you guys don't want to see that. And we'll move this aside. And here we have the new pen, the new Surface Pro 3 pen. And let's take it out. There we go. And as we can see, it's got all sorts of buttons here, and this is the OneNote button, which is set to wake up the tablet and launch you straight into OneNote. If we compare it to the Surface Pro 1 and 2 pen, you can tell here that this one is a little bit thicker. This one is thinner, but this one has a battery inside, so that's why it's thicker. And all right, I'll put this aside. Now, let's open up what we've been waiting for a long time, and that is this shiny, new, beautiful device. All right, so let's take this packaging off here. And we'll put that aside, and here we go. And wow, it actually feels pretty light. It feels very light, actually. And yeah, as you can tell, the new Windows key, it isn't at the bottom anymore. It's over here to the right, which Microsoft says that you know, it's better for artists, and they want you to use the tablet this way in a lot of cases, especially if you're taking notes. So it makes more sense to be at the bottom here. And also one more thing, the aspect ratio is a little bit different, so it's not as wide as it used to be. So it's more comfortable to hold this way. Much more comfortable to hold this way compared to the other Surface tablets. And let's take a look at some new innovative feature here. So Microsoft built a new hinge. So Surface Pro 3 will have the standard positions, but the new thing here is now that the kickstand can go all the way back, and there's actually resistance. So you can position it down this way and I guess do some writing if you like. And as we can tell here, it's very thin. You got your USB port over here. This is the display port, the mini display port, if you want output to your monitor. And Microsoft's new volume keys, of course, over here. The audio output jack. And the new power adapter, oh actually, which I forgot to take out of the box. It must be at the bottom here. Let's take a quick look at the little power brick. Where the heck is it? Oh man, okay, see, it's right here. Alright, I forgot about this thing. And how the heck do you open this? All right, here we go. So that's still pretty big, but it does have, okay, this is the power cord here. It still has, I don't know, this is the charging cable. So compared to the Surface, the previous Surface devices, this is a little bit different, where it actually slides right in. It goes inside like this, which I guess is more convenient. It's easier, it's easier to pop in. It's magnetic. It just sucks it right in. So I'd say this is probably more convenient. And all right, let's move it over to the side. Let's do some comparisons. So as you can tell, this is really thin. Actually, Microsoft says that there's a fan inside, and apparently it's really tiny. And this is over, and the cooling comes out over here. This is how it's cooled. And let's do a comparison, thickness comparison to the Surface Pro. Well, I have the Surface Pro 1, but Surface Pro 2 is identical. So if we put it over this way, you can tell that the Surface Pro 1 and 2 are significantly thicker. And if I get the Surface 2 here, first of all, if we put it over, you can tell that the screen size is much bigger on the Surface Pro 3. It's not as wide. The screen over here is 12.4 inches, 12.6 I think, and this one is a 10.6. And if we compare the thickness, they are identical. I'd say they're identical. Very thin. Both tablets are very, very thin. But this is an Intel core, and this is an ARM processor here. So this is much stronger. This is a real PC. Let's open up the new Surface Pro keyboard. And that would be here. I got the black one because I had the blue one on the Surface Pro, on the Surface 2, and I just find that once it gets dirty, it's really hard to clean. So I figured I'd just go with the black one. It's safer. And this is pretty hard to take off here. Let's see. Jeez, okay, never mind. Just too excited. All right. There we go. So you can tell it's larger. The trackpad is actually a real trackpad this time. It doesn't feel integrated like the previous versions here. So this is just like I guess like some kind of a felt material. This trackpad here, it actually feels I don't know what the material this is. It's like a plastic. It's very, very smooth, and it actually clicks in. So you can hear that. It's much bigger. Microsoft says it's 67% larger. You can tell here it's quite a bit bigger. Yeah. Now, when we click it in, there we go. Now, a neat new feature is, I guess Microsoft says that it's better for better lappability, is over here, there's a magnetic strip. And this would click in this way. So now you get an angled keyboard, just like a traditional laptop, which is much better for working from the lap. And you know, of course, you can adjust this all the way down. So this is a pretty interesting feature, actually. I'd say this is I'm really looking forward to trying this out and see how this works when I'm typing from the lap rather than the traditional way. So just for size comparisons, I'll bring over the Surface. Let's bring my blue keyboard, the one that kind of got dirty. I don't know if you can tell here, but it just doesn't look good anymore. So this is the Surface 2. There we go. Surface 2. I'll angle it at about the same height. So as you can tell here, the Surface Pro 3 is a clearly larger device, and the screen is not as wide. So this over here has a 16:9 aspect ratio. Surface Pro 3 has a 3:2 aspect ratio. And it is better for productivity. Websites look better. It's also easier to work with if you hold it vertically, as opposed to this. This is a little bit awkward. And Microsoft says that you actually get more screen real estate when surfing the web than a 13-inch MacBook Air. I think something like 4% more. So even though this is a 12.6-inch screen, it actually displays more information than a 13-inch MacBook Air. So one of the good things about productivity on the Surface Pro 3 all around is, well, once you click back the kickstand, flip this back, it works great this way, and it works really well this way. It's not as long as this one, and it's great for note taking. So you click the button once, it launches OneNote, you double click to save your work. All right, so I'll show a comparison of the thickness of all three Surface tablets, all three different types of Surface devices, with the type cover engaged. So I'll click this one in. There we go. And I will put it up. Oh, actually, sorry, the missing magnetic. Oh, yeah. There we go. And I will bring my Surface 2 and my trusty old Surface Pro 1. If I can find my keyboard. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alrighty. So these two are pretty much identical here, I would assume. Yes. Now let's bring in this big fat boy here, the old Surface, and here they are, all three of them. And of course, the Surface Pro 1 and Surface Pro 2, which are identical, are much thicker than Microsoft Surface 2, and of course, the Surface Pro 3. One thing that I overlooked, and I knew the keyboards came with this thing, but I mean, I thought the keyboard came with it, but I guess it's a separate little piece. I just found this right now, is the pen strap. So let's open up this thing and see how this thing works. I guess you gotta stick it on yourself. Ah, I see. All right. So I will be disconnecting this keyboard. And all right, I'll put this thing on. All right, I fiddled around with it until I put it on, so I didn't want to waste people's time. But anyways, this is how it looks, and you would slide the pen in here. And I'm doing this all for the first time. There we go. So the previous Surface models didn't have anything like this, and people didn't know what to do with their pens. Now that we all know, now that Microsoft thought of this, the world is better. There we go. So you can slide it in like this, and the pen stays here. So you can charge your Surface. Maybe I put this thing on a little bit bad. Could have went in a bit more, but anyways, that's essentially it. For an extra $300, Microsoft throws in a great bundle, which of course gets you the nice type cover for the Surface Pro 3. That alone is just $129. So for $300 you get this. You also get, of course, the Microsoft Complete Warranty, which covers pretty much anything. So whatever happens with the device, if you drop it, if you spill water on it, if you destroy it, Microsoft places it, no questions asked, which is a great deal. Of course, that covers 2 years worth of protection. And they throw in a 1-year subscription for Office 365 and a nice premium Incipio case, which of course you need if you're going to be carrying this device around. It comes also in beige and red, which is nice. You get a couple colors to choose from. So of course you get the keyboard, the warranty, Office 365, and the case for $300 extra. I highly recommend it. And I forgot to mention one thing actually. The icing on the cake that Microsoft threw in with this whole bundle for $300 is a nice little Surface cookie. And I made sure to pick up 2 of them. One that I had before the unboxing and one that I'm going to have right now. And they're delicious, by the way. So for $300, you get the cookie, Office 365, the case, the keyboard, and the Microsoft Complete Warranty. I highly recommend that. Thank you all for sticking around. That concludes our unboxing of the Surface Pro 3. I may have missed a few things. I was really excited, but stay tuned. We're going to be doing a comprehensive review and take it for a full test drive. And along the lines, we'll be doing some comparisons with Apple's iPad Air and the previous Surface models. Keep checking Microsoft Product Reviews. We're far from finished with the Surface Pro 3. Pretty darn good.